Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Be some of my baby. You know him. Sagla, and now your first time. Battleground.
Sure.
Very good. Eti menewo na edin komo menewo shase.
Sure.
Kosombo spillage ye di ho komo mesia inside politics. And NPP primary sa ebebe and the corruption ne arrogant ama ekoso no. But he started from Professor Day. So watch this video. Watch this video of Professor Adai. Ebape you best start here komo no. E di free so.
This road contract will be given to you, provided you put 1 million upfront, or not that when you get your money. Then, and this is what Akufo-Addo must be thinking about, and if he knows about it, must be ashamed of. That now his people demand from you a certain amount before you be considered for the job. Why? Because then when they get it, whether the government pays you or not, they have gotten their money. As if people are in a hurry to loot the country before the end of Akufo-Addo's term. One of the greatest disappointment of Nana Akufo-Addo's regime is that honestly he raised the hope of Ghanaians. Ghanaians expected that we had gotten the leader with a vision, with the charisma, with the determination. And it seems if he doesn't redeem himself in the next 14 months, he will go down in history of one of the most disappointing leaders. And what the corruption, the arrogance, they think that there is Ghana is for them, and that without them Ghana would not be there. Even some of them thinking that they should tell us who should be our next president. God forbid. Nurses and the teachers, who constituted about 75% of public service, will go for loans, and because they were public servants, it was assured. Now they are run away and they can't pay. So have to chase them to London, to America, and that. And so the small banks, I know one which has about
so Professor Adele, that's my work.
Yeah, so my question feel.
Okay,
but can say the NPP are looting as if there's no tomorrow. You won't say hit in the banner, on a bed than I say yes and okay. Yeah. Now I never some we come up here and that's all Casampo. I don't know defending the NPP government. No, cannot be yell. Oh, cannot yell. And then on no to the once on time I saw Mabeko. It's on not going to say NPP is looting and the government is looting as if there's no tomorrow. What I say? This man must bow down his head in shame. Why? Why? Because your penalty fee. So your penalty fee say Nkola win and can say one can. You bunaka you for can be. Who can be because man way better Ghana assassinate Mahama our power no bibia ma o babeka oka Professor eka ye Mahama as if say Mahama yo bia to say what's sending you now I just ma we no gas Mahama doing government family and friends government or no gas Mahama is doing family and friends government because you see Joyce Bauer also got a position on merits because not such sector na ye man be the deputy minister of transport no he was master of it, so he got a job on merit. No say the Maebusiani ma we hate in tafo because I will be an MP. Our Accra Hana so a nodna. What I wouldn't have. I'm within the brain now. And I say, once we get we in Pepe didn't know. I see how much is some phone at the bad government. And I say, Nanado should redeem his image in 14 months. 14 months, Obetma redeeming his image. Nanado acquire opinion, and I saw Henry Yankanasem. Oko janana se oko tibi na so ba hene yanka se be da ka so untuma na tibi etimi ka so untuma na tibi eti enna se atuna na ado no ye beka se na ado se faster house ubeta na chen business cash for seat ye come on deny was this man not in town was this man not in this country what I say he was in this country he get quiet
but he said say President Akufo-Addo raised their hope no raise here no time obefa dokro say dokro 1 cedi na Ghana dokro 1 cedi
Ayana, Nana boy, and the Mahama is wicked. No, cast a petrol 13 cities, no, Mahama is wicked. That's the way he raised the hope. As if was Ghana yet is castle.
So come the
yet is castle, so come the and everybody's kind of way. That is what Mr. Dr. Frimpong, Professor Frimpong is talking about. Yeah, well, raising Ghana for
Professor Stephen Adair.
Yes, Stephen Adair, sorry, Stephen Adair is talking about. Well, raising Ghana for hope in your as if say, and I do John Numa, I say, or Shaman for Onyakwa, Yabapam Neficit no so. To me, the Nima Guasi. Nana do Nima Guasi, Professor Stephen Adair, as some no cano. Or you late, what check Ramuswaka. Watch it. Tell me, so a chomu did that because we should the year or this senior on John Mahama. The president in coming, the president in waiting. It's because we are dream. No, so die pa. I dream. I to be what Mahama to me because Toma away. Nana do to my back price a toe. But you don't know yet, John Mahama. And then here we are. Ya call runs us about the same square point. About say, they said Nanado should redeem his image. How can he redeem his image? He cannot. A decorated donkey is always an ass. To me, redeeming the image in redeeming the image church now. That can I don't know how to say the beard do not mean just to know. The next president of Baba baby be my.
No, I can't.
I don't like I. Officer no here day. Now, this man or the Yoko ditch or the Yoko amna donko man. It will take obi or what gender experience no nyansa to say your mama. But my baby redeem us from this.
Toma committee say what to sikasema na yi.
Sikasema na otutu na yi. Otutu na yi anko kan say ono timi nya hwe ntino do beba nurse no baba yi ni. Mitibe no mko e. Omgo tena wa family and friends. Ti no ma ye no manum. Omanom. No ma disika no modi. Pediem no ma je no mko. Sika na no mko sudi hwe. Nurse e rom ombe disika na sese. Nti do Professor Adair kan kwa egu papa na so echi. Egu president aso echi. And for mu po na pure hampo na akase bia obi akasem to ote de ade anaso ofon wadwe eguna so echi on cash antimi nya hwe fa ho ni image ni de it has sunk into the gutter and the president can never redeem his image. It's the Professor there can de he's just saying for saying sake because we say time aso on babeko and this man will be held responsible. It was starting or not starting redeeming on any image. It was the president who redeeming the image. Because from the way he's talking, now he's trying to redeem his image by saying, Sebia or Penia, Bibi Befia, or Betimia Kanwakan ye, and I say, Bia, BBC Fia or Kambi. First of all, where was Professor there when things were happening in this country? Where was Professor there? He was in this country, and things were going bad. No man called rough, Sika, where Sicily, the person can done in pass, or Bekan will be. Some fight some first and Sika man back. Special prosecutor don't know why. Do I hear from fool? As if he's doing something, but he's doing nothing, virtually nothing. Oh, just she. Me who say be or ye be keke. You who say ye be na near newspaper betron is some of their gimmicks. Gimmicks no way. And the professor there no, he should come back again.
Me that say papa way I am Michael Johnson Sagla and no. Correct.
Yeah,
Professor Stephen Adair. Yanko.
Michel, you share a chair cry. I mean, who's a chair? Yeah, Danyamia Sisi Abeshape you. Me the check as Suma T4 and if you're phone now more Facebook. Me chair ye NDC paying for you now, Titru ye incoming President John Mahama. Me chair me constituency for Susu Tema Centra. And NDC for Jumakasi Omoye Titru Michia ye women constituency women organizer Madame Joseph Lawal. Our program CAB Basu my friend breast cancer awareness program be our Sunday.
And also can ye why advert? Young concentrate to concentrate.
Well, Professor Adai said anka coming kwa answer no best status or be a tier government you know.
Yeah.
The first thing Prof should have done and you say obey apologize to the Ghanaians.
So saying
he must apologize to Ghanaians for helping Nanado raise the hope of Ghanaians. Or see ne Nanado wakasa and raise the hope of Ghanaians. Yeah. So Ghana for believing say or no ene betumi aye adipapa bi ama Ghana for. Why the boy Nanado or raise the hope of Ghanaians? The likes of Professor Adai Mensah, the likes of Professor Bakuno Nyansafo, the likes of Reverend Mensah Otabel, the likes of Bakuna, or see, I work like a bull and pay my taxes, and I expect the government to work also like a bull or infam. These are the people almost masterminding the coming to power of the NPP led by Nana Akufo-Addo. So the first thing Prof should have done is to apologize to us as Ghanaians. Say, Oma misleading they have misled Ghanaians to vote for a wicked and a reckless person to lead Ghana. That is what I expected him to do as an honorable professor and somebody who or kasese you better say TABU.
But and you know na Nanado obo anomani rezi you was say wono kra no Nanado erezi wo mu nyina hope it wono no tiatire no no so hu Akufo-Addo say said ye wa rezi bu mi hope no no so aka ho
Unim Gimpa became famous because of why Professor Adai Okoho no the dedi oye ni juma oye no nkrofo hu no and obeye will be very prominent in our country into kasa nkrofo jitum that time now omuye campaign 2015 especially 2016 or kasa nkrofo jitum or kasa ya ma nkrofo jin say the then President Mahama no onyehwe onim hwe into betia Professor Adai we akasa Otabel akasa Nyansa mi Professor Mate akasa we akasa na Ghana for jomudi so they were the people that helped the Nanado to raise the hope of Ghanaians and na ye votimano and na ni prepreso na ye no. So the first thing that man should have done is to apologize to Ghanaians because Ono or a part of the government. He is part of the government. Until recently, he was the board chairman for Ghana Revenue Authority. Such a sensitive position that generates revenue for this country. He was the board chairman.
Said was a board member of Bank of Ghana.
Okay, very well. And I mean Bank of Ghana just say or Kaomu Bank of Ghana no or Kaomu Mudika 60.8 billion or Kaomi. So then he's part of the system. He's part of the people that created the rot that we are enduring now. He's part of them. So more moon tete, more moon Jani, more moon Jai Papano to say Onukwa no was no was saying no. Professor Adai Mensah is part of the people that ran this country into a dish. They have no reason to run away from it. Okay, he's part of the system. He was the board chairman that was generating revenue. He was the one that leading people. And look, let me tell you the truth. I believe strongly that cash flow no omakatino. Cash flow na e chain. Some of these big men now they give them money, they are pumping money, they pay them salary as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
They pay them every month, Omakati cash flow na stop it. So some are making noise so that they can Omafu ya empty. No mun titi bin show mano. No mun sa enyedi. And no more yet. Not that they have Ghanaians, the interest of Ghanaians at heart. They don't have Ghanaians' interest at heart. Okay? Si kabi no obi pe no si mi kasa. O my friend, oh prof, aden bra, ni entina se ni kasa. No, o my friend, no ma chitam Ghana must go back kwa komano. No aye di. That is all this man is doing. They should not throw dust into the eye. Omo fa bibian dada obia wa hase. Yenim omu trick. Yenim omu na di omu ye. Bakunu, they have so many strategies. They are very treacherous, very wicked people. Tricks be brave. The vulnerable Ghanaians. You see, did that especially those who almost sending handle people in the media. They have their own people. Then when it comes to the religion, churches no mu, the mosque no mu, the academia, omo wo krofo a omo plot your and they behave as if they are senior citizens, they are respectable people in society. Omo kasa obiantie, the likes of Sam Okujeto, the lawyer, no, these are people who are in society, no, they are feeding on the innocence of people who believe them when they talk. People Jesus are dreaming one team. They don't know that these people are rather the people who are criminals feeding on this country. And now, almost said that some of your opinion leaders, they are not opinion leaders. Look at Aglo. Look at Aglo. What is Aglo now?
Be Aglo.
Be Aglo. Where are they now? Where are they now?
Be Aglo.
Where is Aglo now? Where are they now? Okay, these are people. Your friend is saying, "Gift, you any does it." They portray themselves. Say, "Omo beer, omo ni papa for." So people, the followers in every sector, no, oma plotted this in penny four way, and oma dada Ghana for, dada innocent Ghanaians, dada gullible Ghanaians, and omu diomechia, and omu tuabama nanado. Nobody raised the hope of the nanado. Eye onu and the likes of him, Professor Adai Mensa, and they raising the hope of Ghanaians. And na ye tuabama nanado. Cash flow nun kobio, or pesika, into your kasa ni friend ni emanubi, obwa. Obwa, he is part of the rot. He should now run away. Manu Jani free Bibiaho. Oka omuhu and omuye, Jomuye na.
Okay, famisi.
So Manu Jani and free home. Nyama tui Ghana for neno. Ye bompire say ma obia nye bibi and tuamu. Just say baby at the crown, one per se tuamu.
Okay,
on 1 per se tuamu.
famisi.
The young croc kakra.
Okay.
Next year, come 7th December, we will do the right thing and kick them out and bring the visionary leader, a leader who thinks about this country, who thinks deep into the future in terms of infrastructure, the economy, what the ways to see her. Look at what he did at the health sector, the hospitals he was building, visionary leader, the schools he was building, visionary leader, the economy, the way they call, the way they. This is the kind of person we need to lead the country.
Okay, me that's it. Bomi Aglo, na memra.
Mid-year Thanksgiving service for Ghana. Afim pemu affordable. Fellow Ghanaians, Mama yan kanwo nyamya ye biama ye. Oni Ghana dini ye pa. Enam senti National President Executive for the Aglo International ano Elton Safro bibiara. Aba mid-year Thanksgiving service. Afim pemu affordable ase. Tumeje e baso ani jemu. Mimni da 17 June 2023. Or Black Star Square and Crime. Ano panels on 7 a.m. prompt. Team Ghana, let the world know what God has done. First Chronicles 16 verse 8. Music ministration, Pentecost Joshua, and Osai Blessing, all the way from Kumasi. DJ Paloma, award-winning Christian DJ, and I think media band. Come and let's make a joyful noise unto the Lord. He deserves it.
What Janet?
For Vuvuzela and white handkerchief bra. Be aglow for
the battleground. Fibia nyamye ye biama nyamye ye biama Ghana. Eti bosume o diman pa bono. Ye ko peda nyame. The nyamia yama ye. When ye dear be aglow. Be aglow. Hallelujah. Masabi your microphone. Adiani.
What God has done. What has God done for Ghana?
Yes.
What has God? Common flooding. People are suffering.
For now.
Common flooding. People are suffering. A man-made disaster, and yet natural disaster. Man-made disaster. You can't go there and rescue the people and say, let the world know what God has done.
Be aglow. Facebook no koso na share video no for me. Na many edge one hopa. Koso na share me. Woman Facebook no so joining a very nice and absolute team. Ya womo ekase na brabe hu say and a battleground no e yoja e fire. The reason why I'm a many brain a hackers no NPP force more hack into the program and destroy it no and no name a bufu assassine and in the way. Yamongram na yeni nkomo and fabia echo yentie.
Meaning say
NM say amount for me bano upon resistance no man this time they will regroup, get more forces, put their resources together and fight one person. 80 minimum way no so no minimum amount for strength. Minimum be a financial limit. Minimum be a financial limit or minimum be a financial limit. 80 minimum how much they can easily pull and how when you have maybe 1 million Ghana, you can give away a 1,000 and into the corp primary nipa be 1,200. The other time a minimum we paid around 3,000 Ghana cedis per person. I'm telling you that to come the baby primary is in dollars and that money has been secured long ago. I must be frank with you. Just say and yet I'm cancer security money. I have dollars there for that primary. What I can tell my delegate is say we'll be contesting just can be to I'll pay more than that. I know they should take it from me because I have enough money. Boom. No, mutuya 10,000 per delegate. I'll pay more than 10,000 cedis per delegate. You pay maybe they go 20,000. I'll pay more than 20,000 because what I know how much I'll put there. I know how much I've reserved. It's now this kind of year in dollars. So the end say.
Very good.
Minimum say day one. NM say amount for me bano upon resistance no man this time they will regroup, get more forces, put their resources together and fight one person. 80 minimum way no so no minimum amount for strength. Minimum be a financial limit. Minimum be a financial limit or minimum be a financial limit. 80 minimum how much they can easily pull and how when you have maybe 1 million Ghana, you can give away a 1,000 and into the corp primary nipa be 1,200. The other time a minimum we paid around 3,000 Ghana cedis per person. I'm telling you that to come the baby primary is in dollars and that money has been secured long ago. I must be frank with you. Just say and yet I'm a cancer security money. I have dollars there for that primary. What I can tell my delegate is say we'll be contesting this can be to I'll pay more than that. I know they should take it from me because I have enough money. Boom. No, mutuya 10,000 per delegate. I'll pay more than 10,000 cedis per delegate.
Okay.
You pay maybe they go 20,000. I'll pay more than.
Let me start from you
because what I know how much I'll put there.
I know
how much I'll reserve. It's now this kind of in dollars. So the
MP that's a parliamentarian for BBNI. Bekwai Anwiaso. And ono and this answer me at the atuday.
I have only this NPP people, the Omaya say, Obia Skenia, watch Akoko. What to talk on Unina, Nakonia Prumoja, not for Jana Coconatuo, not for Otuebro, not Coconabaso, no Okonia, no Tuebro, no Tuebro, because it's all better. No, she a Brunegun, Nakunyanasi, not Akonabe Butuna Kunyas, not or Sonica Crackra. San NPP fire. Oh, Mamma, you actually, and go from what she had to say. Untimi nyɛ no so adwen so discan na baba Tony Paul enye sa there o discan na baba Tony Paul enya wo adwen na akọ to abama obi a obetimi elidi oman no na ode adwuma baba krom ho na ode nyema impunto baba oman no obeto wo adwen ebeto wo conscience osi those times no the 3,000 per person 3,000 per person 3,000 that was last 2020 3,000 per person and then what's why I read with dollars at all enya the same man and wo fa say $80 so no, a video cost circulation. You offer something to you.
There be way nana or ye in charge of boss contaminated oil.
Yes. What is say 100,000, 10,000 couple bet you more than that.
Yeah,
say 20,000 bet you more than that because with what is it's kind of dollars. Now, person dollar and the best it's can be saying to understand into dollars at all.
Power.
Say a dollar and error no. Into 1% best in so yes or sun is cities are a better value into a sun in dollars said the bear dollar and a drew less than you do no concern a penny for the brom because on the mobian and the strength on also the mobian strength to on the mobian strength to constituency one it this person then I just oh ye be abo a mabru a honum on ya hwem wa mabru because on himself ehia wa edu time oba be pe tunu ho this come pe wato wadwen wato onyanso wato onimdie wato munyina. It's a because I say our Ghana ha. NPP they are the epitome of John 10:10. They came to steal and destroy, to kill. Bible John 10:10 or try no. MPP. Amamontina Bible John 10:10. From Nanado to na appointees in Omo ba so ma be wian mo kunoma say. That's their mind. Senya sana e wadwen, how will you be doing this? Adencha onye djuma power constituency honum. O ma djuma nko ho, o mbo mebunu ma mebunu nya djuma nye. Na okọ wakọ nsem atwom so, me buy no mesi hospital, mesi schools, my way, my djuma ma at least me the shoemaker bia ba ma onkola ni so djuma, ana me the crofose akọ immigration. Mama crofose akọ say ntino, mo hwe de maye o mputu amaye o constituency am fanto abama me. But wa pakisi ke gu ho. Say minimum strength ma pack dollars egu o say me de beto. Me wini. Ajo mo get that in folks, mo get that crowd they come and they obetu more than that. So they just say ukomo mu nyina dem a they don't have that money than Sisela da Pasika. They have all this money under their bed. Power. What I say, obo sika wonya, hwe Ghana is not a serious country. I know about Ghana is a serious country. Say Ghana is a serious country, this man must be picked up.
After Robin?
Yes, he must be picked up. But because of say omo wiawia mo ho no nim do my ntino obi no hold in sabe kan because udon sako kan pay. The one person better ne baba. What I say, the one person better no ebe koso. It's omo any di sanke serious country and this man must be picked up by the police.
What's in dollars?
Yes. Ego. What's standing the next council? Sheko for good the constituency on beto abama. No more people on wo no. No understand dollars and look at the chunk of money.
20,000
more than that.
10,000
more than that.
Last year the
3,000 per person. 3,000 per person. It is such a person. I didn't chunk I'm invite no special prosecutor or hoye. I can so from obisan say onye scan wo he. Ejuma be no ye ya ye twa ne kan team wo $6 ni go ho wa pack go dey train elections. So they came to steal the country, to loot the country. They decide, the money decide for who we should vote for. Now I'm telling Ghanaians, the right thinking Ghanaians say, when Munjis can indeed not forget you, Mudachi and Amutama Gofowi, because Scanner is from the Brown and some this Canadian Puntujuma. A man ye mebuna walk round a man in Mismanagement be no for school bar or Belgium so the school the bar be church school fees what me try who you man bet me school fees ye they say we and decide amount papa we and decide amount gospel package can go onya hwe ma constituency no onya bibia mo because when him say at the end of the day no bar and scan the kasa because he knows your strength. Once he knows your strength he come and give you money then you vote for him, which is not so. Your first can talk the padrin sir. And so who said ni papa oh we are democracy ni ya say the winner take is all uniska untimia politics obi eti ho wa dream nim nyansa obetimi abo constituency amana yi but since so this kenti ono this can back on because he knows their strengths. This must change. This race, this terrain must change. Esisa terrain esisa ni who say Ghana sikan ye nyina ye dia now when the masses get angry. The masses get angry. You know, Ghanaians, the youth are too linear to these people. We are too linear to these people. Okay, and Anaka are comforting the fee. Yes, but now Obia, we are going to
I'll call you should train a high TV so. Aha, a high radio so. As some no share, no,
my chance, but I know about hey, yeah. So Obia, no. One whom what they are in the Juma
Ebia no be a meaning that a Koboni to your press, yeah. 1 hour Kayana.
Obits in the first how much you could Juma de Biaba. Or no mono confaka Kuviano. No, be no, yeah, my politicians, some of them. We vote for them to come and steal us. What is the difference between no politician on it at you? Or no, they are to Obama and so on some you on the at you or no. Nicodemus is not about only and Obama. But these people, we vote for them and they are stealing us broad daylight in our face. Such a person. Because Ghana is not a serious country, he's still there. Or go up and down, or go back and will be guardian. Or did free, and not free, and not sure. Just waiting patiently for the elections, for their promise, so that he can bring out the dollars, go and change the dollars, and then give the people because he know the people's strengths, and then buy their conscience, buy their mind. Not Obama, not Sabaton, not yeah. What is it bringing on board? The constituents, then why your constituents one? They are why your constituents one. And maybe one more bread. What I say? When to coin, I share the parliamentary bien no obeka so to go kwama no da. They see what is going on. They see the better thing that is going on there. Why don't you implement it in their constituencies for it to help the people, the masses, for them to gain from here? Okay,
Alfred Obenboate, courage.
Seriously.
Ridiculous. I said, wait, me tell you.
So omenum. Oh, sir. So omenum. I am mom to me kasa. You know. So omenum ye empty. I no must take kasa.
Any baby. For the first time in China, I am going to petition the Special Prosecutor.
Why?
I am going to do that. This is ridiculous. This is serious. This is criminal. What? And also a member of parliament.
We're a member of parliament for
Alfred Obenboate.
Yeah.
A member of parliament.
Oh, yes. For BBN
constituency. I am going to petition the special prosecutor. I will do that in the course of the week. Look out for it.
Okay.
I will do that because one more bien and tomb on waka. So we bribe delegates before one mom 3,000 Ghana cedis each. How many delegates do we have in his constituency?
Almost 900 and some. Okay, this time on be 1,000.
So yen multiply just 3,000 by 900 or 3,000 by 18,000. Just look at the amount of money.
It's almost 90,000.
Hey, are they? That was way. 900 times 3,000 and 90,000. Look,
the calculation.
Look at that. If you do so what you are 10,000, make you more than that. So what you are 20,000, make you more than that. My boy,
3 million.
That's it.
3 million.
My sister, just multiply.
3 million is almost 30 billion.
Yes,
yeah.
No, multiply 20,000 by 1,000. So, because you be 20,000, you more than that.
Yeah, so
okay. So multiply 20,000 by just 10,000.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
multiply by 1,000.
That's it. That is
almost
figure.
20 million.
That is the figure this guy is telling us.
20 million is Titisikanos 200 billion.
Also,
yeah.
Or even more than that.
Yeah.
That's
how much 20,000. More than that.
Until you're ready to pay more than 20 million Ghana cedis currency. When you're scanning,
yeah, bread.
Or see, what's Sasani Sikano into dollars? So you see the source of the city weakening the city. You see the source of it. Why the city is, depreciating. Well, maybe I free that. Way no more.
Because so bet to me a 200 million. Okay, what do you 20 million to see this crap, $2 crap. I mean, converting.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of dollars. And a good even more than that good watching say delegate primaries no no. This is on one it was a private recording and secret recording
I'm sorry the media been a kasai.
Oh really?
Okaboma almost $1.6 million.
Look at that. Oh so
any $100 good them.
Sure. That's a secret.
When you former boss empty. One other person contaminated oil buy.
Maybe I contaminated here. How much you are the number of tons contaminated? It calls for an immediate arrest and investigation. This guy should be investigated thoroughly to find out who Nyasikanu Wahifana Upakutuya. Under normal circumstance, even the likes of electoral commission should be interested in this, and if possible, disqualify this guy.
Sir,
also disqualify this guy from even contesting an election in this country. You can't do that. Oh, so me, in the course of the week, I will petition the special prosecutor.
We also had the main news.
Report this man that he investigation. Or Nyasikano Wahifa and Odi Kokoye. A Juma Ben or ye. So I am a member of parliament. The salary is saying a Juma Ben or ye. Permission Ben will be fast or be free speak and chain. And all the Juma Ben and all yet saying the taxes are Ben or here. they should investigate all this. Look, more munya on my dreams to see so they can do anything with impunity, with proud, with arrogance, and get away with it. Crime has no time limit. Crime has no time limit. We want my clue. We will do the right thing by, petitioning the various agencies. Some will be one fine. Some will show me be one. Yet the time will come, they will be held accountable one after the other. Almost 10 office, the office, either as a member of parliament or as boss, chairman, and a boss managing director, you will be held accountable one day. Either it's 2015 or 2025 or 2026, or you better make sure they will account for it. How on earth can a member of parliament speak like that? So use it 20 million Ghana cedis to bribe delegates, and he's so boastful, he's so proud of it. Okay, saying it proudly. So can you imagine? What kind of democracy are we building? What kind of society are we building? What kind of environment are we building? Then we are the same people who go on air and go and say that we are putting steps in place to arrest the city. How can you arrest the city when your members of parliament, your cabinet ministers, your ministers, okay, are all hoarding the dollar in their homes? They have converted the dollar, the city into dollars, and they are hoarding it, waiting for the election to come. Wait, just the primaries. Then you can imagine what will happen in the main election. And this guy is not alone. There are a lot of them. Okay? That is why the system is working everything for Baumia. If a member of parliament is going to give this amount, I will not be surprised if the Baumia have also hoarded a lot and is going to dish it out.
Canada and Japan say they were giving 1 million.
Navara pickups. Land Cruisers, Pajero Land Cruisers were given, and somebody had, according to Ken, Obinya as high as 150,000 Ghana cedis just for one vote. What? Why? I mean, how did they loot this country to that extent? Now, sorry, I'm IMF begging for IMF for $600 million, begging IMF for $3 billion. Look at that. When 2022 audit report is stated there, Ghana corruption is about $3 billion in a year. Just 1 year. Go and read the audit report. 3 billion is what we are losing to corruption. And we cannot prevent some of these things. Now it has gotten to a stage where they are bold, they are proud, and they come out to say it with such an arrogance, such confidence. But Prince Ghana, this guy must be ashamed of himself. This guy must be very, very ashamed of himself. Ni constituency for ni party leadership. And they are all listening. They are all waiting. I mean, they are just there watching this guy misbehave like this. It's a disgrace to our democracy. I mean, you can't do this. It's disgrace. The international community are listening. People are listening. And they are behaving themselves like this. As if, say, it has a boundary. The president is doing it. The vice president is doing it. Everybody is doing it. Look at what Prophet Kaye. We have to pay 1 million to get a contract.
Yes,
how? Ken said they are looting this country as if there is no tomorrow.
Sure.
What wrong has Ghanaians done? They've been Ghana for a year. Just voting for you. And is it a dividend of voting for you? Ghana and your mobosa, yet is so comedy. And now you guys are looting everything for yourselves. It's very unfortunate. It's a ridiculous comment. It's bad taste. It's an insult to Ghanaians to talk like that.
Very good.
Member of Parliament.
Medas.
And we are going to petition the special prosecutor. Will petition the CID, will report him officially to CID for him to be investigated.
Good. May I say papa courage at the best. Akabe 6 minutes be near Koyenten Betre. Na yemfa enye. Mamen kamo se ochena nyame eya adoma yene osomafuo Kofi Benyame ena yene no ebesia. Yebehwe National Cathedral ene ensama hodo. Na wochena on Gumbe ebeye fire. Wobete nsama wonti bi da na man ne bebo wo hunu se Ghana no kra no enye obi adia. Eti wochena Dwani Gumbe ewo TV XYZ. Emperifo yatrasie yemfa the last one emfa enko akoso mbo dam spilly 3 minutes na yemuvu
on say government we NPP move voterants move voterants ra at the end of the day yeah move voterants
sasa
on say voterants is nkofobia before Ghana was formed bisa say mo person mo kan Ghana ho ana tama ye German Togoland
yeah
na you under some place and on beside
o man kasa
yes and on beside say person kan Ghana honest and yes the pan mienu men say bi ne from ne show discussion kutupa some convince some governor be kan Ghana ho say ye person kan yes and ye
bi ato abani bi
and ye to referendum ye nyina ye to abani bi and ye be ye Ghana fo ne be kan Ghana fo
na so sabre na MPP fo so mo mpese ayi for sabre no UP
yes
na mo so mo mpese mo be kan
mpese be kan ho and ye to abani ba be kan ho am na kwasa atam na omo ade akoko na de omo other side ba be kan Ghana ho emra ye ka se to Ghana de ye pe from Gold Coast to Ghana ye pe Ghana no with those who don't kan so say to na Canland what I say from 1969 to 79 omo ba power they never omo appointed votarian ba kumpo and Dr. Gama ebisoms I didn't tell whole government more appointed votarian ba kumpo David Owusu say, yeah, ours are inward people. They say, yeah, ours, so they don't respect us. But we, from our own will, joined Ghana and we became Ghanaians. Voters, the minimum is 248 and the maximum is 277. It say, air rising, who say at least, and so air rise here, obey to me, a use munyansa, akase be okay, yen bien in Kakra, even Pomusro say. Say insmu bien so nya komo nya so fan power and fan power why don't you do it systematically na mu nya ne kakra ma ne nko because methodology for ekas in so better afu up to December say onim say bery for CNN we TV omo hwe this local TV bi omo hwe CNN and omo hwe CNN fu predict say from January to December in so better up to December 1st and 2nd week as a jai so why don't you put measures and can say be okay mo releasing in kakra ko si say ye wo say so no e jai na fe jai ana mo je ne so ne to afena Burkina Faso be bi om dam pa o oyema your problem nya solve we your problem nya solve we because deliberate just to it's part of their plan to break the eight but enye juma na enye juma ochina because we are where and where awake the omo ye no embo baako say embo mo ne embo mo ocha because say obit me legislature me be say when you see a voter beat them beat voters beat the guns not just you are doing this what are you trying to tell us a whole government machinery a budget a voter regime
yeah
over you voter regime not be so mom say a referee how can you do this a whole budget for the whole country oko honso kokan so I will say is yahwamomun twamba president mama sebe ayen nyan masantifo onim say onya vote anya bi kwab nipa bakoto abama ntino or the central market go see honum kumawu hospital su honum what I say aferi hwe hospital su honum na do ni krom odi power for 12 years or MP no timi di soko ni krom anya mahama na di soko ni krom ano it wo ba betana so ko vote anu akoka say emu ntwa abama menti say ya ade emu a yenya mu a say you can say first class citizens and voters are the first class citizens in this country because they came out of their own will because they were under Germans.
Family and yeta or tama.
What I say? It's how can we now do it? Yeah.
Okay.
What I say? Yeah. Until what they are doing, they should stop up to now. Them some pressure on my issue.
Family.
Anyway, Ohiniba Kawe dear, Yedayamiasi say the likes of media houses. Ghana, my sister station Bribery have come to the aid of flood victims. We makoka baby say natural disaster. It's not a force majeure. Neither is it an act of God. A year will be negligence. And I'm so afar a whole villages, a lot of people. I'm told as at yesterday, the number that have been displayed so far, no, almost in excess of 26,000 are a display in about 8 constituencies, and it's several villages for my farms, livestock, buildings, life savings, everything have been taken away by this flood. And it's unfortunate that people were not proactive to solve this problem or evacuate the people to higher grounds or safer place and be a dam, no spillage, you know. This is avoidable. This is something they could have avoided. But I am very sure there should be some investigation, either commission of inquiry to find out who was negligent or who was sleeping on the job. Across all these things, I'm told about 2 people have died in the course of all these things. It's not acceptable. But Danyamia say the likes of your media houses and I start strength for Bribery say call to the aid of our brothers and sisters in the voter regime, from Mefe to Japan to Gakope, my own hometown, Angloga. We all need help. This is the time we need help. The whole life savings now obiaye nifu waye obinomufu what they have harvested. Normally they will harvest the things and divide into 2 or 3. Then they will be shared, they will be selling them in bits, almost sell it big. Then after some time they sell another one. Then they keep some too for seed. Na eko nti yebesremu se munko boa omu ne omusu omunya bibi kakra. We need help. We need assistance from everybody. This is the time the churches must show leadership. This is the time the churches must come out as religious bodies to help. I've heard something coming from some of the churches, but we are expecting more from a lot of them to go to the rescue of the people.
And Catholic Church are more ofanko for there to go and support. And they called me, said the Omayeni.
We need more.
Really, we appreciate it.
For the government recklessness and irresponsible behavior, no, we will not talk about it now. At the right time, it will be addressed. But for now, let's focus on how we can help and remedy the situation and help the people that I currently need. Unfortunately, some of these people cannot do that tonight. Some of them cannot do that. These are children. Children are involved. Schools have been shuttered. Businesses shuttered. Old ladies are involved. Sick ones are involved. So you hear more.
It's time.
Yeah, okay. So that we can get something.
Thank you.
I am sure me the chama the tent me before be all my association the tent tone association. All my idea since I didn't see all my surprise. Now I want them say na akwa from person now. Yeah. From person now you know.
Say a crossroad
from place call oti region hon na be bia say
because somebody did not activate the protocol. Simple protocol be follow and all these things that simple protocol.
Mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.